this is more so going to be a quick update vlog than anything else. Just to kind of go over the system that I kind of put together, and I'm hoping that we'd be able to work with over the coming weeks. But so yeah, let me show that. Let me. All right. Pretty much what we've been trying to focus on all this time, as I've mentioned before with our outreach, is using cold emails and trying to advertise our website. That's basically what we've been doing this whole time. And we didn't really have anything to back it up. So what I decided on doing right now is, for the next month, basically, I'm going to focus on creating content, and kind of laid it out in a way where I'm going to go over blueprints and courses that I've found, have listened to and watched and made, kind of revise them, go through them again, and kind of make out some kind of a pattern to them and create some videos and guides that might be useful for anybody who is at the faintest interested in something of a one-person business structure. And the reason I'm trying to target this demographic right now is because it's kind of what resonates with me. And for that reason, I want to focus on creating the tools, not creating the tools. The tools exist. It's just compiling them in a way that is much more accessible to people who want to be able to create their own businesses, specifically by themselves or with as few people as possible. That is, in my definition, the goal of using automations, right? You can use it in an organization to simplify systems and do all that kind of things, but I think right now what's trending is a lot of small businesses kind of growing all around the world, and being able to make automations accessible to everybody is my goal, I feel. And that's what I want to start with, at least in terms of content. So pretty much go through summaries and courses and create long form tutorials out of that. And I want to try to set it up in a way where I can have the uploads out on Mondays and Thursdays, and then a weekend vlog of some sort. I'm a day late today, but I'm still setting this up. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a cold. But in any case, that's what I want to start with, and then have that go into a YouTube system to some extent. And then have the vlog, of course, go onto YouTube as well. But I've been researching and I'm looking at ways to be able to kind of take that content and spread it out. So be able to repurpose it and have it go onto Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, and have it kind of automate the entire process for the most part. And I can explain how I plan to do that. So I just want to get this system running, and that's my goal for the next month. And once I can actually get that to work, and if it works right, all I'll need to do is, of course, do the research, learn, and implement everything that I have learned, and create the videos, of course, like this one right now. To an extent, this one's a vlog, it's not really a tutorial. But once I have that set up, that's all I'm going to be needing to do. At least that's what I'll be doing 80% of the time. Everything else is going to be automated, and that's what my next tutorial, hint, is going to be about. And that is to be able to create a proper automated content system, a content management system, an uploader, and actually to some extent even a creator. And I can show you which ones I'm referring to. So the next part of it that comes after that was something that I've kind of have a rough idea of what I want to do with as well, and that's with dealing with the clients, with sales, outbound, and having contracts sent to them and having the contracts formatted and all of that stuff. I kind of have all of that kind of ready as well. I, to an extent, I can kind of show you. I have the website up and running, not up and running yet. It's still in Webflow. We haven't put it live yet, but this is kind of what I have as a website, and it's also for the most part ready. I will make some adjustments. This, I think, I might change. I made this website last week, and since then I have a little bit of an issue with this. This sells to customers, in the sense this sells to companies and it sells a specific service, and I'm not removing this. I don't want to remove this. I want to keep this, but I want to add something else. And what I want to add is basically the course, which I will one day be competent enough to share. But that's probably a couple of months down the line. So for the foreseeable future, this website is pretty much it. But I'm going to leave that on the side. I'll get back to that in a bit. But that's for July. Let's leave it at July. So, content system. Let me explain. I mentioned the YouTube videos would be uploaded on Mondays and Thursdays, and the vlogs are going to be on Saturdays. Today's will be a Sunday, but it's fine. And of course, I'm not going to have one ready for this either, so give me a week. I still need to set all this up. But okay, so the process is going to be me recording the vlog like what I'm doing now and having that as a vlog. I record the long form videos over a period of time, probably on a Sunday, probably Saturday, as long as it's in a week. The week after that, it's going to be uploaded on 2 separate days, and then clips from those tutorials will be taken and put onto LinkedIn, TikTok, and as a YouTube short. And parts of that transcript will get passed through GPT to kind of figure out, okay, give me words from here, of sentences from here that I could use as catchy phrases that I could put onto Twitter. And it could technically go as captions on any of these as well. But I would much rather just limit that to Twitter specifically and not overcomplicate the flow, which I think is a little complicated as it is, but I'll explain my reasoning. So yeah, the YouTube videos get split. They go into TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and LinkedIn over a period of a day or 2. I might bring it to a single day, but either way, it's just repurposing it, reusing it, but packaging it so that it's appropriate for that specific medium. And that'll be done for the 2 content pieces for the long form YouTube videos, and a very similar thing would go through the vlog, like what's happening today. And the purpose of all of this, to be able to give myself exposure in all these platforms, is so that once I have all of that available and automated, then being able to get more exposure is going to be much easier, and then have all of it kind of funnel into the YouTube videos, or have them funnel into a guide or a newsletter, which I will also kind of try to automate. So this is the goal, pretty much. This content system with a funnel to an extent, bringing everybody to the YouTube videos, is what my goal kind of is going to be. At least that's what my goal for this setup is going to be. It may change. I may come across hurdles somewhere along the whole process and I'm going to have to switch things around. But for the moment, this is what my ideal scenario is. I mean, there might be a better one or it might be worse. But so far, this is the strategy. basically record the video and have it uploaded into a Google Drive folder. And what my plan is to be able to use make.com, which of course is what I'm going to be using for all of my automations most of the time, kind of a system like in here, to it's basically make.com over here, and to use that to automate the video upload process. So the first step is I'm going to have it uploaded into my Google Drive in my YouTube long form, so in the buffer folder, and then keep everything tracked on the upload registry which I have going on over here. So long form title, give it a video description. I can have GPT kind of put that together, or I can type it out. I think I want to do this by myself, but because it's just going to be basic and very simple, because I kind of need to know what I'm going to be speaking about, so I'm going to have that description anyways. So this I'll do, and then I'm going to paste the link for the video, and I'll also, when I export the video, export an MP3 file, which I'll give a link to in here. So that MP3 file would go, I will have to make a folder for that somewhere. Maybe here. Probably do a video and MP3, and then have that kind of linked. Not impossible to do. I don't know why I have two of them open, but yeah. And what I can do from there is, using this make.com scenario, like this one specifically, if I were to unlink this, of course it's not going to be this simple. There's going to be a whole bunch more in the flow that's going to have to manage all of this stuff by itself. But what I'm going to try and do from here is have this connected to my YouTube, have this connected to the Google Drive, and then pull the video from there. So since I'm saving the video on the Google Drive, it's going to pull that video, and then I can have it automatically I can set it up on here to have it be an educational content and public, and have it upload at a specific time, which I can set on here. I can set it to do this on a Monday morning if I've already have everything set up. If I have a whole bunch of videos in the buffer back in here, then that's going to be perfect. And that's what the plan is going to be, at least for YouTube. And what I'm going to do after that is, the rest of this automation is what is going to be the icing on the cake with everything that's on here. So we had an MP3 file. So we're going to take that MP3 file and use a GPT OpenAI module that can transcribe an audio into text. So I can use this module to connect to a specific file, which I can download separately. Right now it's looking at a file that this thing has downloaded, that this is intended to download, which is a video in this case. So that won't work on here, but I can have another module set up to do an MP3. So basically have this listen to the MP3 and make a transcript, and have a GPT again summarize that transcript. So when you do that, then you'll be able to make an efficient little article out of that. So you'll be able to make a full article, and that would go into a blog, which we can automate. I've already done an automation for that previously. And then I can use GPT again on that article, or still just leave it with the transcript and make snippets that would go onto Twitter, and also repurpose it again to be able to make a small summary, like 3 paragraphs long, that could go onto LinkedIn. And then I can upload all of that as well. So the automations allow you to do that. So it allows you to go, in this case, this one, you can even upload videos if you wanted to. I tested this the other day. So you can upload a video, you can create a post, you can create a post for your organization, you can delete a post, search for stuff. You can do a whole bunch of things with these automations. So be able to create that flow and save that blueprint and have that running is the goal in this case. So that's just the text-based stuff based off the long-form video. So what about the short-form videos that I want to do for TikTok and YouTube and even Instagram? I probably want to add Instagram in there one day. For that, I actually found something very cool. Clap. So Clap is Clap is a very genius tool. I have tried it on a video that was on YouTube, and what it did was amazing. I just transferred the video, a link to this, and it did a transcript. It checked a virality score designed for shorts that would go online. So it ranked, it took the, it is a 27-minute long video, and it read through the entire thing, watched the entire thing, and picked out snippets of it that could potentially be used as content online. Of course, I'm not going to be doing this with other people's videos. I'll be doing it with my own ones. But this is just to demonstrate an example. And then it takes it, it gives a virality score for being more viral, of course. Yeah. And then it did like 12 of them for this 27-minute video. And the ones at the bottom have a lower virality score. So you can kind of stick to the ones on top. And this is cool because now you just need to take the first 2 or 3 videos, and it edits the videos too. So this wasn't me. This wasn't on the original video either. So this little text little bit over here, the transcript is not on the original video. This was done in this. So this is ready made. So this little thing, if you just edit and export, is ready made. But there's a little bit of a,
and a mail hook is just an email.
you might have a question. So do I need to come in here and download this and upload this at specific times? Well,
but anyway,
Clap
that's not the purpose of the video, so
conveniently have an API. Of course, you need to pay for it. There's documentations you need to go over to get it done. And it takes some time to set up because make.com doesn't have this specific module for Clap. So you kind of need to do a little more manual coding in there, but not too much. It's still very simple, still very basic to do, thanks to the systems that make.com give you. So what you would be doing is something like an HTTP and make a request. So you could do it like a GET request or POST request, depending on what you need to do for this. And you can use that to connect everything on here. And you can use that to create a video by giving it a YouTube link. So once I have the video on my YouTube, I just need to automate this process to take that video's URL and send it to here and have it make the video, and then give it, it should finish it within like a minute or two. But if you leave it to, if you just give it some time, so like if you uploaded the video on YouTube in the morning, you can have make start running this scenario in the afternoon or in the evening, like maybe like 5 o'clock. So it'll start creating a video then, and then give it a little more time, and then get the video clips. So it'll give you for the video that you made, it's going to give you the details, right? And then that can be tracked in a little registry over here, which Clap video ID, create a date, and all of that. It's gonna Make is gonna populate this as well. I'm not doing anything here. Make is gonna populate this as well. Yes, Make has an automation where you can populate Google Sheets and put that in there too. And then once that's done, we can export the clip. So we can then download the video, and we can have it to select the ones with the higher virality score. get the ones with the higher virality score, download them, and put them into your Google Drive in your shorts folders, your clap exports. And then later, at night maybe, you can go ahead and do another make module to take that video and upload it onto TikTok and onto Instagram. The caveat with Instagram, if I remember, is you need a business account to be able to upload stuff through an API. But I don't think that's going to be a problem. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Worst case scenario, I'll just go upload it onto LinkedIn. LinkedIn doesn't need you to have a business account to be able. Oh, actually, maybe you do. Well, no, you don't, because I did yesterday onto my organization, and this was an uploaded video. I tried uploading a video, and it worked. So I can just upload it onto LinkedIn too. Like, well, why not? Content everywhere, right? So, yeah. So basically, using make.com to be able to do that. And then that's my main target right now. And then afterwards, I can kind of make the whole scenario a little more complicated, where I can take the transcript, I can take the articles, I can do it over like a period of time. So instead of having it done for just that specific article and creating this flow, it's going to keep a track of all of them somewhere in here or in another folder, where I can kind of put in all the written articles and the written text, the transcripts. I can put all of that, document that somewhere else, and have a make.com scenario pull those at the end of a week or at the beginning of a week and create blog posts and news posts that would be relevant not for a specific video but for over a time frame. And that in essence is my plan for a content management, a mostly automated content management system. And yeah, I did a lot of thinking this last week, and I think being able to create stuff like this with a whole bunch of value and have videos documenting that and having it spread through social media in a automated way, so that it could potentially be possible for anyone to be able to achieve the same results. That's the goal of automations, and that's my personal goal with these things. And one day, I hope, once all of that's set up, like probably like a month from now, I'm hoping a month, maybe sooner, maybe later, but give or take a month, once that's set up, then I'll kind of get to a point where I'll feel confident with what I mentioned before, which was actually going out and speaking to customers and showcasing the things that we can potentially offer and provide. And I also want to be able to do something where I just give this material for free, some of the materials for free, and then I can organize it over 2 or 3 months down the line. I can organize it into somewhat of a course, and that would be more for people like you and me. And yeah, that was very long, very long vlog. I wouldn't really call it a vlog, it was more of a lessons learned video. So that, I mean, that's this really this I mean this this really doesn't count. This new lesson, what I envisioned was something new in the automation module kind of thing. That's what I envisioned with this. And this was new project, so this would technically be what I'm doing now, but this would actually be like a proper tutorial on it. And I don't think I'd be able to create a tutorial for the entire thing by this Thursday, but Nah, I'm just wasting your time. I'm just wasting your time. Right now, I'm contemplating about what category on these three does this video apply to, and I don't think it applies to any of these. This is supposed to be a car rank based on the last week, or it could even be. I know how to solve this. Done. Perfect. I'm one day late, as I mentioned before. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. That's about as much of an update I can give you as to where I'm at right now. Where I'm at with this website, and this is kind of, yeah, this was my basic thing from like 5 days ago, and my setup for Trello, which is going to be what I hope to use to manage customer projects when we get to that point in time where we actually start working with clients and customers. But yeah, if you actually sat through this entire thing, I'm like, geez, either you literally had nothing else better to do, or you liked what I had to show you, and I appreciate that. Thanks.